is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Lace 'em Up podcast. How are you guys doing? It is what I don't even know what day it is today. It is Sunday after UFC 263. So, y'all check the date of that. What's the date, Gabe?
June 13th, bro.
Yeah, I'm too used to these Windows computers, bro, to see it. That's where I usually look for the date. June 13th. Okay, so it's June 13th, technically after the events of June 12th. So we're going to get into that for y'all today. Let's go. KB, let's start off with our usual segment, Stars of the Week. Who is it? Who's your star?
Yes, sir. My star of the week this week. Not really a star, but, quick shout out. Quick mention for my boy, Christian Eriksen. One of my good fucking mids. Great guy. He plays for Inter Milan, right?
Yep.
Yeah, my guy. Hopefully he recovers. I need to see him back on the pitch ASAP. Who's your star?
My star of the week is the first Mexican-born UFC champion, Brandon fucking Moreno, bro. That guy he's still my favorite fighter, but shit, that guy's coming up. His last fight and this fight, he's made me love him, bro. He's got heart. He's a nerd. He's a cool guy. I fucking love Brandon Moreno. But anyways, okay, let's cheers off. What is this, episode 22?
22.
Episode 22. We made it to 10. We made it to 20, but we didn't celebrate it, so we're celebrating it now. Oh, damn. So
it's juice. It's juice. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So let's hop into the NBA first and foremost. All right, man. So what do we got right now? We got the Clippers, Utah. Oh shit, the Clippers won tonight.
Yeah, I won tonight.
We missed that game because we were watching the UFC. But right now it's a 2-0 series lead for Utah.
2-1, isn't it?
2-1 after tonight's game. So 2-1 lead for Utah. I don't know, man. After what I saw the Clippers do in the last series, like I don't know if I can doubt them this year. Like I know they're capable of a comeback, but
I mean, realistically, like.
Mitchell got injured today too, though. No.
Nah, Mitchell played. He dropped 30, but
But didn't he get hurt at the end of this game tonight? I swear he got injured. No.
That was last game.
That was last game.
Yeah.
He played tonight. He was good.
Yeah, but he was as good as he says he is. But
did he look rough? Did he look rough?
He did at the beginning. He didn't score until the second quarter.
Damn.
Yeah, but Kawhi went for 34 and Paul George went for 31. So
what was Paul George's shooting percentage?
50%. Kawhi's at 58. That was a really good
Damn.
game for them. Exactly.
Damn.
So they played better than they played in the first two games. So it's not like it
all depends on Paul George, bro. He can't be dropping 30, shooting 25%. He can't be having games like that.
Yeah, most of the
that's where how bad you were is hidden behind your points.
Right now the whole team is kind of playing well. Like Reggie Jackson dropped 17. Like Reggie Jackson being your star point guard dropping 17. Like as a third scorer, like that's good enough. You know what I mean? And then you got Nick Batum dropping 17 also.
Is Rondo coming off the bench?
Rondo's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
No, Rondo's not even getting minutes like that. He didn't play today. Just coach decision. T. Lou.
T. Lou.
Yeah, exactly. So, good thing they won this game.
So who are you calling for this series? Because this is the new series this week.
I'm saying Utah, bro.
Yeah, I think I'm feeling Utah too. But last time we picked Dallas and fucking the Clippers won. So
I once again, once the season's gonna start next season, we're gonna talk about Luka's game because that series made me like him a little bit more, but also not like him. He doesn't share the ball as much as he appears to share the ball.
You know whose stock is rising in the playoffs? Trae Young.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Trae Young is having a Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell from last year type of playoffs this year, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that guy is going off. Going off. The fact that they won the first game against Philly.
Yeah, but now the way, I guess we're jumping into that series.
Yeah, we're going to drop into that series.
Yeah.
Then we'll come back to the East after. Or the West.
Even within that series, now they switch it up. Like, in the first game, Trae Young, Danny Green was guarding him. And he went crazy. He dropped 30 or something like that. 29 or something like that. And then after that, game 2, they adjusted. Ben Simmons got on him. It was hard for him to score.
We were saying that though, right? Remember we said that. We said Ben Simmons was going to lock that kid up.
Exactly. So You know, like Trae Young's nice. Don't get me wrong. Like I was never really a fan of this game until like this season.
I don't like Trae.
Yeah, like
I don't like that foul shit.
Ice
That
Trae.
foul shit's annoying. He
Trae.
is Ice Trae though. He's cold.
Yeah,
but like
go.
he's cold. But like man, that like jumping into people, I hate that shit.
Mm-hmm. Man, I was never really a fan of this game until this season. But once again, like once you have to deal with like defensive pressure, like Ben Simmons.
It's tough.
Exactly. So it's like, can you handle that? Can you not?
I'm surprised he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. I was shocked. Rudy Gobert, bro. I feel like that's just the easy vote.
I mean, Rudy Gobert being an All-Star, if he doesn't win Defensive Player of the Year, what are you an All-Star for? You know?
I don't like Rudy.
I don't like his game either. You know, it's not.
But how are we feeling about the Atlanta-Philly series, though?
Oh,
Philly's taking that for sure.
Yeah, Philly has to take that in 5 games.
We already predicted Philly, but yeah, we said 5 games at most if Embiid was injured. But that's the thing that surprised me. Trae Young won a game while Embiid was in the lineup.
It was about who was guarding him. He cooked Danny Green, bro. He cooked Danny Green. That's
fun because Danny Green's a good defender, but like it's a size advantage these other guys have, bro.
The size advantage, and Danny Green is not as quick on his feet.
Yo, Ice Trae can't score in the paint, bro. Every time he tries to get in the paint, he's got either Simmons or Embiid to deal with.
Exactly.
That's tough. I was watching the game. This guy was trying to like finger roll it like up into the hoop, and mans were just like bam, nah. It was messed up, bro.
Mm-hmm. But it's all about who's guarding him with that guy.
I like that series though.
Yeah,
that's a fun series.
Yes, sir.
But like I think you're right, man. At most, Atlanta gets 1 more, and it goes to 6. At most. At most. And for that to happen, Trae's literally going to have to play until he injures himself. He's going to be one of those stupid ones, you know?
I don't know, man. Like, Ben Simmons is just... like, they put Ben Simmons on Trae, I don't know how much...
This guy's going to start taking half-court shots, like 5 half-court shots a game.
That's literally how he had to score in the last game. Like, his percentage was
he had to shoot.
Too.
He couldn't go inside. Inside, he was getting cooked.
Yeah, and he wasn't making his shots.
Because if you beat Ben Simmons, you got fucking Embiid under the hoop waiting for you, bro. Like, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
And it's even
worse. And Embiid is athletic for his size. Both of them are athletic for their size.
Exactly. It's even worse. Like, you can't set a pick and hope to switch on a worse defender. You can't with that team because everyone is like good.
Yeah, like even though you cook Danny Green, if at worst case you end up with Danny Green, after you're tired after getting all around all those guys, you still gotta deal with Danny Green.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, maybe you cooked him the first game, but when you have to get around Ben Simmons and then deal with Danny Green, what's gonna happen then? You know, once you have to get around Ben Simmons and Embiid and then Danny Green, what are you gonna do it at that point? You know, like he'll be able to stop you a couple times. You know, but yeah, let's get back to the West. We got Denver, Phoenix. Should we admit that Phoenix is a powerhouse in these playoffs at this point?
I'm not surprised.
Should we admit that?
Yeah.
Are they a powerhouse in this playoff at this point?
Most definitely.
Were people doubting them?
I don't know about people doubting them, but for me, like I knew they were.
Nobody knew they were going to pass the Lakers.
I mean, I always wanted the Lakers to get to the finals.
Everybody said Lakers in the finals.
Yeah, but
that's just the power of LeBron James.
Exactly, but like I'm not surprised at Phoenix because, bro, like as soon as I heard about Chris Paul signing there, I knew it was going to be an impact, bro. As soon as he signed his contract, they hopped in the gym. Like he signed his contract, him and D-Book hopped in the gym that very same day. And I'm like, oh shit. Like you're trying to build chemistry from the moment you sign the contract.
And DeAndre Ayton is
yeah, like exactly.
A star.
Exactly.
He's like the Jeremy Grant of last year.
Like I don't even know if they win a championship, who gets MVP on that team. Like you give it to the leadership of Chris Paul, or
you know what's funny? They're gonna, if they're like other leagues, they'll like, or at least like the NHL I'm comparing to mainly, they'll give it to Chris Paul just because he's been that guy for so long and never made it, and you can't win Finals MVP without winning the chip.
Yeah.
So they'll just give it to him. Like the year Ovechkin won the cup, they gave it to Ovechkin, but you could argue that Kuznetsov Kuznetsov was the best player. He deserved a playoff MVP.
Mm-hmm.
The year that the Penguins won the cup,
yeah,
Phil Kessel was the MVP, but Crosby got it. You know what I mean? So sometimes they give it to that legendary player just to like, you know, give him an extra trophy.
Just cause, yeah.
You know?
I feel
just
that.
To, like it's like last year when the Lakers won, you could argue that Anthony Davis deserved the MVP over Braun. You could argue that.
Yeah, you could argue that. I mean, to me, you can't. You know, I'm LeBron.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like he's LeBron. So no matter what, even if they won this year and Anthony Davis scored 30 and he scored 20, they might still give it to LeBron because he's LeBron. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta give their legends their flowers because when they were prime, Other than LeBron, they couldn't get there. So Chris Paul, I feel like he's gonna get MVP just because he's Chris Paul.
He's Chris
D
Paul.
Book still got a couple more years to win another chip and get his MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Who got the MVP when Miami won?
LeBron.
No, when Miami won with Shaq. Did D-Wade get it? D-Wade got it, no?
I want to say Shaq got it.
Shaq got it? Let's
Yeah.
see. If Shaq got it, that just proves my point.
I want to say Shaq got it. But like,
If Shaq got it, that just proves my point. But if D-Wade got it, maybe I'm wrong. But
I'm not Hondo.
what was that, 03?
No, it was 06. That was 06.
This guy, who are you on? Shaq's Wikipedia page?
Mm-hmm. No, D-Wade got it.
D-Wade got it. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, if Shaq got it, maybe you wouldn't be surprised because it's Shaq, you know? Like, who knows? He would have to score. I don't know if he played that well that playoff run.
No, but then again, he already had 3.
So you could argue Kobe could have taken some from him.
Yeah, most definitely. But Shaq is the most dominant player to ever play the game.
Mm.
So, like, it's just... I'm telling you, I don't know.
Do you know what's messed up?
Uh,
You know what I would call the most dominant player to ever play the game? LeBron James. And I feel like you might be surprised hearing me say that. But I honestly think LeBron James could back down anybody in his prime. Fully healthy, young, in shape. If that guy wants to, like, if he wants to drop his shoulder, if he wants to push into you, he could push into anybody.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though.
Bro, Yao Ming's big, but I could see LeBron James cooking Yao Ming in prime.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though.
Shaq even too. Shaq is not completely stopping LeBron.
Yeah, but that's the thing with LeBron, though. We have to say if he wants to. Shaq was just always...
Yeah, Shaq is like, even when he was eating pizza and he wasn't in shape, he could still dominate you.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, like, but when is LeBron not out of shape? Other than, like, his injuries he's gotten now with his age, But, like, when is he not out of shape?
LeBron, that's the thing. Like, we have to say if he wants to, which is not something I want to hear.
Yeah, but he's old now, to be fair.
Yeah, fuck that, bro. It's LeBron James. That new shoe coming out, bro. He about to snap.
All right, bro. So
he about to snap.
So Phoenix is a powerhouse then.
Yeah, most definitely.
I wouldn't be surprised if they won the whole thing.
Let's make it to the finals first. Like, those are my expectations at this moment.
They got one more game, bro.
Yeah, my expectations right now, they make it to the finals, and then let's see what like Chris Paul's genius against his old teammates. I want to see how that's gonna go. As in James Harden, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. I want to see how that's gonna go.
You're right.
I want to see how that's gonna go down, bro.
James Harden? He was teammates with James Harden?
Yeah, Houston.
Blake Griffin was in Houston?
No, Chris Paul was in Houston with James Harden.
Oh, Chris Paul was in Houston. Damn. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Facts.
Chris Paul was in LA with Blake Griffin.
And those were his two best teams.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I want to see what type of fucking finals that's going
you're
to be.
right. Good point.
I want to see what type of finals.
Good point.
Bro, that's beef right there ready to happen.
Damn, because he's a real floor general, so that data could help him very, very much.
That's a real...
Yeah, but then they fucking have KD and...
I know, but still...
Kyrie, and when they face Phoenix, that Harden might still be injured.
I mean, I don't care for Harden to be injured, to be honest, because I want Brooklyn to win, because if Brooklyn wins, New York City about to be crazy. But like, no, I want to see Chris Paul in the finals against...
I wish Toronto had that.
Hey, man,
Two teams, so we could ditch them and cheer for a team that's actually nice.
Exactly.
Like the Knicks. All Knicks fans are cheering for Brooklyn.
Of course. Yeah, I see Knicks fucking fans post like, oh my...
At this point, Lakers fans are cheering for the Clippers. I know, but I believe Knicks fans are cheering for Brooklyn.
I believe that for sure.
But like, I know some Lakers fans are cheering for the Clippers, bro. Some of them have to be.
Oh shit!
They're from that city.
If you go from LA to the Clippers, bro. If you go from the Lakers to the Clippers, bro, my bad, man.
Is that the biggest rivalry in basketball?
I mean, I want to. Oh no, Lakers Boston is up there. Lakers Boston's rivalry is more than it's way crazier than the Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers Boston is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like Cleveland Golden State in the prime years was crazy too.
I mean, I don't know about Cleveland Golden State. It's more like a LeBron Curry thing.
Yeah.
Than Cleveland Golden State.
The trade Bulls, but with like Isaiah and Jordan.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucked up too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lakers Boston started with fucking Larry Bird and Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the greatest player to play for rivalry in basketball?
I want to say so.
I feel like it is because KD and Braun is not the same as Larry Bird and Magic.
KD and Braun is...
Nah, because Braun eventually took it.
Yeah.
Braun eventually took it, but Magic and Larry Bird, you never know who took that. they were both like up like that, you know.
But that's what that was. I wish I was born at that time, bro.
I would have loved watching that type of basketball, 80s and 90s,
like
80s and 90s basketball.
It shows.
Bro, I wish I could have seen like Gretzky and Lemieux in their prime, bro.
Like I can't even speak on that because like I don't know, like we know like Magic and Larry Bird were great, but I don't know how great they really were. Like I can watch highlights all fucking day.
Do you know what's
long,
messed
bro.
up though? In hockey, we've been blessed to have two of the greatest rivalries back to back. We had Gretzky Lemieux, and then we had Crosby and Ovechkin. And like, I know people want to say Gretzky Lemieux was a bigger deal, but I think Crosby Ovechkin is a greater rivalry than Gretzky Lemieux, just because they were like. Ovechkin got drafted during a lockout season.
Yeah.
And then Crosby got drafted. So they both had their rookie season at the same time. And the craziest part is Ovechkin won the Rookie of the Year over Crosby. Did you know that?
I think I watched a documentary not too long ago about that shit, actually.
He won the Rookie of the Year over Crosby. But then Crosby won 3 cups.
Yeah.
Ovi was the better scorer. Crosby was the better all-around player. Like, who's the best? I think universally people would say Crosby. But it's like, Ovechkin is also one of the greatest. He's also like top 15 greatest players ever.
Yeah.
And I personally think he's number 1 greatest goal scorer of all time, you know? So that's an achievement in itself.
That guy's a monster, though. Just seeing him on the ice is fuck.
I love that guy. But anyways, we got back to the ball with the hand, you know, instead of the puck with the stick. So, all right, bro. Last series we got to talk about Milwaukee, Brooklyn.
Yeah. So,
bro, I didn't think Giannis was gonna have this much of a tough time. We all said Giannis was guarding KD. You said that, I said that. But I didn't think Giannis was gonna have this much of a tough time.
And Giannis is not even guarding KD. That's the way he's playing.
But he's been switching onto him, no?
Yeah,
but yo, I literally saw KD cook Giannis more than once.
Exactly. KD wants to switch on Giannis because he can't guard him.
Exactly. One thing we gotta shout out to whoever made that edit. I know we've all seen that edit. That's a really good edit of like Giannis turning around and then zooming into his eye and then seeing flashbacks of Blake Griffin just dunking it and then Blake Griffin dunks on him. Yo, Blake Griffin hated Detroit. If I'm a Detroit fan, I'm so upset. I'm so upset if I'm a Detroit fan. Imagine you're a Detroit fan watching this shit right now. Imagine. You're hurting. You're hurting.
Blake Griffin, you're a fraud.
Blake Griffin treated his whole career at Detroit like it was practice. He treated his whole career at Detroit like it was warm-ups. Like he was playing in Lithuania. Like this guy really treated that shit like it didn't matter. Like it didn't matter. Like he was playing in Big 3. Like he was already retired. That's how he treated Detroit. He said, I'm a spot-up shooter. I'm going to practice my shots. When's the last time Blake Griffin shot a 3 in Brooklyn? Is Blake Griffin ever on the outside on a team with Kyrie, KD, and James Harden? Get your big ass in the paint. Get your big ass in the paint. Back to Lob City for you. Back to Lob City for you. He said, those knees better be healthy. Come on, Blake
Griffin is a fraud, yo.
Isn't that, yo, you tell me it's cap that he didn't use those Detroit years as practice.
Most definitely, man.
He literally said, let me practice my shot just in case I need it while I'm in Brooklyn.
He's like, fuck that.
I mean, while I'm in Detroit.
And Detroit was nothing to him.
And then as soon as they faced him, he had beef with the whole team.
Yeah, bro.
He wanted to kill the whole team.
Detroit was nothing
to
him,
man.
Bro. They were all so ass and shit.
He hated being traded there. I know he was cheesed that day.
Sure.
I know he was cheesed that day.
Most definitely. But not like, we'll see. Like, they're doing the thing right now. Giannis is not guarding KD because he's afraid. You know, he can't do nothing to him. Last game, which was game 3 as of today.
Giannis wants to guard Kyrie so he could make himself look nice against a star that's short.
This guy's so like their playoffs. The playoff was made to expose people like Giannis.
I mean, it's Brooklyn, bro.
No,
you think LeBron and the Lakers are able to stop Brooklyn?
It's not about stopping them. It's just like
they couldn't stop Paul George and D-Book.
No, it's not.
You think they're stopping KD, Kyrie, and Harden?
It's not about stopping them. It's just like, bro, Giannis, you're known to be one of the defensive problems in the league. And
exactly.
And a man like KD is literally cooking you with ease. Like it's not even like he's not struggling. I mean,
KD just came back from injury. He said, "I'm still better than you."
Exactly. Like it's like.
I mean, Giannis is like I'm not gonna disrespect his skills. He's good at ball. But you take away a couple of inches, he's not a superstar in the league, you know.
Exactly. So okay.
So his height is what makes it.
Yeah. So like
he's a very athletic for his height. Athletic. Sorry.
That's literally all it is. Last game, which was game 3. The only reason why they won is because KD had a horrible shooting night. Like he started the freaking.
What do you shoot? How much percent?
I'm gonna check the percentage right now, but in the second quarter, he was like 2 for 12 at some point. Exactly. So and it was horrible. So it was like, oh shit. Like I understand why these guys have a fucking lead.
You know who shot like shit too in the playoffs? Fucking Shooter. But let's not talk about it.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. But like, yeah, like he was shooting. Like it was bad. It was bad. So I'm like, how often does KD have a back-to-back horrible shooting night? It's Kevin Durant. I'm Kevin Durant. I'm fucking Kevin Durant. Like, you know, like,
I wouldn't bet against it.
Exactly.
1 out of 10 times?
11 for 28 for Kevin Durant.
Wow.
Exactly.
What did he shoot the last game?
Let me check that right now. 11 for 28 for Kevin in game 3. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's not KD.
That's horrible.
Exactly.
11 for 28, you said?
Yeah,
that's horrible.
That's not Kevin Durant whatsoever. What? 12 for 18.
12 for 18 this game.
Significant difference.
He literally scored the same amount of shots with 10 less shots. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you're not going to get KD to have a back-to-back bad shooting night. Like, what the fuck? Like,
the only guy who's having a tough time in the series is Kyrie because, like, there's a big man inside, so it's tougher for him.
Even then, he's still doing his thing, though.
Of course, because eventually they got to focus on K, and they don't have Harden, too. That's crazy.
They don't have Harden, but you know who's snapping for them?
Ooh.
Joe Harris. And he also had a bad shooting night in game 3. You know
Joe Harris? Can we argue that Joe Harris might be the best shooter in the league? He's up there. It's between, like, I feel like it's between, like, Curry, Clay when he's back, and him.
You know how...
Like, who's better than him except for Clay and Curry? Dame? Nah, I think he might be a better shooter than him.
But okay. You know how I knew Joe Harris was nice? He played with LeBron in his first rookie years in Cleveland.
No way.
Yeah, and LeBron.
I never noticed it.
And LeBron traded him away because like he's not in his prime. This time.
Did he trade him away the year they got like Rodney Hood and Clarkson and they had Isaiah Thomas and D Wade?
I don't remember.
That was horrible. I remember that team and Cal Korver.
Bad. No, I can't dismiss Cal Korver right now.
I know, but you know what I'm saying. Remember they collected. They got Cal Korver. They got Clarkson, they got Rodney Hood, they got D Wade and Isaiah Thomas, and all of us thought, oh shit, they're about to crush the league.
Yeah.
D Wade, he said, fuck that, back to Miami. Isaiah Thomas said, I might have to go to China. Rodney Hood, he said, damn.
Toi, t'es là, t'es pourri.
Your name is Hood, but you don't have a bad boy bone in your body. That whole body weak. You're glass. You're glass. And then Clarkson, who had a good season this year. But I remember when we went to Cleveland, didn't his dad play in Cleveland? We were all like hype about it. We're like, oh yeah, your dad played in Cleveland. You're nice. You're nice.
Yeah.
And then after...
Oh no, it was Larry Nance's dad. Larry Nance.
Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Larry Nance. Sorry. Yeah, Larry Nance's dad played in Cleveland. Everybody was like, oh shit. He's in Cleveland. Brick. LeBron only gave up 2 years of his career. 2 years of his career, he was playing. He was like, "Fuck that." That Cleveland year and this last year with the Lakers. This year with the Lakers. That's it.
The same scrubs he brought to the finals.
He didn't bring that Clarkson's team and stuff. No, they lost. Larry Nance, Clarkson, Hood, they lost that year. He won the year before. He brought them to the finals the year before.
What they do after that?
After they lost Kyrie, he was fucked.
LeBron went to the finals every single year in Cleveland.
No, he didn't. He went with the Rodney Hood year?
Maybe Rodney got traded away, but he wasn't.
Oh shit, no, he did go to the finals.
He must have been in the finals, bro.
No, he did go to the finals.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Because his first year out of the finals was his first year with the Lakers when he was injured. He didn't even make it.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Exactly. That motherfucker is crazy. But anyways, and like I was saying, like I was saying, Joe Harris.
Wow.
Joe Harris. I've been knowing Joe Harris was a problem since that day. But once again, like Brooklyn, like Giannis, I'm so sorry, but I can see the series finishing in 5. Because KD does not have.
You know I'm sorry for Giannis? No. Because when LeBron's time is done, it's going to be Luka's time, and Giannis is never going to get his shine.
Y'all are hyping Luka. I'm really not.
Luka is literally less athletic LeBron.
Luka's going to have to learn how to play with teammates and superstars.
Luka's going to learn defense. That's what he needs to learn.
And that. Like, he has to learn.
You know why you're saying that? I know why you're saying that.
What?
Because you're a Kristaps Porzingis fan, and you're cheesed that he's not giving Porzingis the ball.
What?
That's why.
Facts.
Exactly. So shut the fuck up.
No, bro. Kristaps Porzingis is a fucking star. Go watch Kristaps Porzingis' highlights and you'll see what the fuck. Why the fuck?
I know he's nice, but yo, how many assists per game did Luka get?
That's not my point.
How many assists per game did Luka get?
That's not my point.
If he got more than 7, he's passing that ball.
Yeah, but my problem is not about him passing the ball.
He's not even a point guard. That's what he's shooting.
No, but my problem is not about him passing the ball. My problem is about him playing with superstars. Like the show is not just him. That's what I want. That's what I really want people to understand. Like it's not my problem. Is not that he can't pass the ball. My problem is that he can't play with superstars like Kristaps.
So who are you having to take the last shot on that team, Luka or Kristaps?
It all depends on who the fuck I'm playing.
Who's taking the last shot on that team, Kristaps or Luka?
My answer stands. It's about who's guarding. It's like, bro, it's about who's the fuck's guarding me. If Luka's got Patrick Beverly on him, I'm giving the ball to Luka. But if Kristaps got fucking like Bagley from the Sacramento or Zubats, I'm giving the ball to
Clippers. Who's taking the last shot, PG or Kawhi?
Once again, it's all about who guarding me. You have to take the shades off. It's all about who's guarding me. Bro, please, come on, man. Kawhi's clutch, whatever. Paul George is clutch, whatever. But if Kawhi's guarded by LaMelo Ball, I'm giving the ball to Kawhi. If PG's guarded by Cameron Payne, I'm giving the ball to PG. You know what I mean? Like it's all about who the fuck's guarding. People say like,
final shot, Luka or Jamal Murray? Jamal Murray or Nikola Jokic.
Jokic
For the 3?
Yeah. Jokic we're talking about the 3. Once again, like, bro, basketball is people say, oh yeah, I'm giving the last shot to that person, but like that's not really how it works.
Jokic is nice, bro.
Jokic is nice as fuck, man. Jokic is fucking nice.
He deserved that MVP.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Or people would debate otherwise. That's for sure.
Honestly, like I get the Steph Curry shit, but if Steph Curry got past Lakers, sure. If he didn't get past Lakers, fuck it. It's not his.
Luka's averaging 8.6
assists.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I'm not saying he doesn't pass the ball. That's not what I said. What the fuck? I said he can't build superstars.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he could play with like Klay. Klay Thompson would be perfect for him. Add defense to his team, and he would not need the ball in his hands. Just give it to him for the catch and shoot. If Klay was on Luka's team, Luka would average like 10 plus assists per game.
He just needs a guy that can take the shine off him.
He needs a scorer who doesn't need the ball in his hands to score. That's what he needs, a.k.a. a Klay Thompson type of player. A player who you don't need to let carry the ball, but you give them the ball and they score. And as great as Kristaps is, he's not that guy. He needs a little bit of possession for himself.
You just have to pass him the ball a little bit more, bro. Kristaps Savage.
Bro, that guy's in the hospital at all times. He's worse than Embiid. He's worse than Embiid.
Fam, okay, facts, but he's playing,
that guy's in the hospital more than he's in the NBA.
He's played 75% of his games this season. Okay. And which is not bad, you know, for Kristaps at least. For
Kristaps.
Okay, for Kristaps. But
if you get 75% in school, what is that? A C?
Bro, 75%.
Am I paying my superstar to be a C?
Yo, 75% of your games.
Am I paying a superstar to be a C?
Bro, 75% of your
Do you know who was a D for us in the playoffs? For the Leafs? Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner. Because they were... So, Kristaps is slightly better, a C. And how much did he score in the playoffs?
Barely.
What do you average? Exactly. So what is that? A D as well for him.
Yeah, but when you're averaging 10 shots a game, when Luka's averaging like 30-6, like it's not the same thing. You know what I mean? Like he's not getting.
The system is run through Luka because he's not there long enough for them to make the system balance for both of them. If Kristaps was healthy, they'd be able to build a system around both of them, but not. They can't because Kristaps, you can never rely on him being in the lineup. You have to be always prepared for him being out.
Hey, free my man Kristaps, bro. He has to get the fuck out of Dallas. Once he gets the fuck out of Dallas.
But let's get
into the real dealio.
This is like literally, I think you guys don't understand. This compared to any sport for both of us is nothing in comparison. Is it?
No.
Is there any sport more entertaining than international football?
Nope. Subjectively, my opinion, nope.
Subjectively, my opinion, nope as well. And like, trust me, I watch more hockey games than I watch football. I play hockey more than I played any other sport. It's my like personal go-to sport. I still, if I could have World Cup every summer over NHL, I'd take it.
Oh my god,
take it. Would you take that over NBA?
Hell, fucking yes, bro.
Name me anything. Except for, like, I know these NFL fans are crazy and they say no NFL first. But I'm sorry, international football is wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my lord. Like, people supporting their countries is just like, yo, man. Like, they're just.
And that's the thing too.
Like,
hey, by the way, listen. I'm half Italian. I'm an Italy fan.
Yes, sir.
So if you're cheering for a team and you don't come from that country, do not speak to me. Do not slide in my DMs. I will not pay you any mind. Do you understand why? Because when your country, when it's not in your blood to win them chips, when it's not in your blood to have stars on your emblem, your shit talking card is revoked. You can cheer. Listen, you can cheer for whoever you want. You can love whatever team you want. You can have whatever favorite player you want. Listen, if I was an Italian, my favorite team would be Belgium because Eden Hazard is my favorite player. But I wouldn't be out here talking shit on Belgium's behalf. You know why? Because I have no bone to pick. Because when your blood is invested into that flag, it's a different feel, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying though, right? Like it's a different feel. When your country is actually good at the sport, it's like when I watch hockey when I'm cheering for Canada, you know? In that moment, I'm a Canadian because I was born here. So I'm Canadian in that moment because Canada is nasty at hockey. Nasty. But I know all y'all. Well, yo, what are the two teams that have main bandwagon fans?
Brazil and Germany.
Yes! Isn't that not bad? I like how we all know. Exactly who the teams are. France is going to become that team soon because they're too stacked.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Don't try that shit. Don't try that shit. Please don't try that shit. Stay there. Stay back.
Listen, y'all Turkish, Swedish, all that, y'all stay away.
Stay there, bro.
Stay away.
But at the same time, like someone that's from Germany can say that to me too because I only support Germany because my aunt lives there. You know what I mean? Like that's
yeah, but like, listen, I support France because in some roundabout way, in generations and generations, I link back to there.
Yeah.
But it's like they're not my favorite team. My favorite team is the one that I link directly from my mother who came from that country.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like I'm half French Canadian, right? And I grew up around a bunch of French people. So France is my second favorite team. But I would never talk shit on France's behalf because I can't claim that. Yeah. But Italy I can claim because my mom was born there and she came from there.
Exactly.
You know? So Italy is my go-to team. And one thing that's beautiful about Italy, as far as a footy team goes, is that you know which fans are there. And they're always there and they're never going to go. Because everybody else doesn't give a fuck about Italy. And only Italians care about Italy. But the beautiful thing is Italians who never watch sports in their life, they come out the woodworks with that azzurri color on their chest, bro. You know what I'm saying? That azzurri. They come out as in groves, bro. In groves. They've never let a soccer ball lay upon their toe.
The fuck?
And they're still cheering for Italy. But the thing is, you know what's crazy? They come back for Euro, Worlds, everything. And that's what I love about being a fan of Italy, bro. Like, you already know it's a crazy fan base, but all that fan base originates from the country, and it's kind of messed up how they have those many crazy fans, and they're all only from one place.
Exactly.
It's kind of messed up.
It's like the whole country really fucks with the whole team.
They really do.
Yeah.
Bro, like...
But that's y'all's main sport, though, isn't it?
Oh, by far, of course.
Yeah.
What the hell? Bro, they don't even know about these other sports. You think you would never, ever find an outdoor basketball court in Italy other than Milan and maybe Rome. Maybe.
Yeah.
Other than those two cities, you're not finding a basketball court.
Exactly.
You're not.
Italy being the country is so...
You're not finding a hockey rink anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Like, literally anywhere. You're a tennis court, maybe. A tennis court, maybe.
Yeah.
Golf course, maybe. Yo, they're more into skiing out there than they are into golf, bro, because they have the Alpines, you know? Between France and Italy, they got those.
No, soccer's the real shit out there.
Soccer, bro. Listen, man. There's countries that the teams always bleed soccer, bro. Like that's what they are, bro. That's what builds them.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, I was way too into my Italy hype. But let's get into the Italy game that happened technically 3 days ago because we're into the AMs, but in our heads it's 2 days ago, 2 sleeps ago, if you will. So we got Italy Turkey. Slap up.
Oh my god.
Shellac.
This motherfucker calls me. This motherfucker calls me. Game one, first game.
Let me go in.
Oh my god.
Let me go in. Yo, I know some Turkish mans. I know some Turkish boys. You know what they did? I have messages dated June 4th. They couldn't even wait 2 weeks. They couldn't wait. I let them talk their shit. I didn't reply. Because I'm like, hey, man, maybe y'all could do your thing, but I'm pretty confident we will. You know what I did? Screenshot. Screenshot. Cropped it, ready to go, ready. I had a full week to think back of my clapback. Because I'm like, there's a really good chance they're going to win. And when they do, you're going to have something clever to say. You Turkish boys. It's Thanksgiving in the summer. We got a little turkey. We stuffed y'all. We'll put a little gravy and some cranberries on that bitch. It was Thanksgiving in Italy that day. That very day. It was Thanksgiving in Italy. We feasted on that white meat turkey. And you know what I said to those boys that were talking shit? You know what I said? One of them said cocksucker. 2 weeks before the game. They're like, yo, Italian cocksucker. I'm like, alright, I'll wait for the game. The game happened. I said, y'all swallowed. We're going to have to name y'all country to a different kind of meat. Because y'all swallowed 11 salamis that very night. Turkey is called salami from this day forth. From this day forth, y'all are called salami. Because y'all sucked 11 of them that night. Donnarumma, you touched the rim of Donnarumma, bro. Like, yo, Turkey, don't ever, excuse me, sir. Turkey, don't ever, you Turkish boys better never fucking slide into my DMs again. We're in a different league. We got 4 fucking stars on our logo.
Oh my lord.
And that shit ain't even Euro. That's World Cup. What stars y'all have? The only star y'all have is a part of your flag, because your flag is a moon and a star. And y'all wanna come talk shit to me. Y'all got blanked, and you only have to make 2 saves because y'all didn't spend more than 2 minutes in our half. And y'all wanna come talk shit to me. Y'all wanna come talk shit to me. Bro, these Turkish boys were talking mad shit. It's crazy. They were all in all the comment sections in my DMs. Y'all wanna come talk shit to me? Blanked. And y'all got 3 goals on top of it. Your own man scored a goal on you. That's how much y'all are trash. I don't want to ever see a Turkish guy in my DMs again. Because we're going to play them a second time, no, right? Because we're in the same group, Group A?
I think so. Is it 2 games each right now?
Yo, even if y'all win it, Listen, I'm a Milan fan. Your best player is from my team. Hakoneglu. Fam, listen, we're losing. The rumor is we're losing Donnarumma to PSG this very summer. If we're losing Donnarumma to PSG...
He already signed.
Huh?
He already signed.
What?
Sorry to break it to you, sweetheart.
Damn. Donnarumma signed with PSG. Y'all Turkey motherfuckers think that Hakoneglu is good at this game? I watched this guy. He's not nice. He's not nice.
He's Baka.
Do you know who carried? Yo, we had a striker. His name was Baka, and I would take his old ass over Hakoneglu. Listen, bro, fam, nice. How is our best player on our team 40-year-old Zlatan Ibrahimovic? And you want to talk about Hakoneglu? He's 27. How are you not the best player on the team? You should be prime, no? Fucking Turkey, bro. Never talk to me again, bro. Never talk to me again. Y'all are cooked in the oven, stuffed.
Alright, let me fucking roast your team. Y'all had 14 attempts in the first half, no goal.
I knew that was coming.
What's the deal? What the fuck is the deal? What's your excuse? What's your excuse?
We need to warm up. We're also 28-0 in international games.
No, not 28-0. Y'all are 28 without defeats. Like, don't get that shit.
Okay, 28 without defeats.
Yeah, okay.
But we don't have that many draws. We have like 7 draws.
Okay, that motherfuckers are 28-0. Come on, bro. Hey, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Listen. All I'm saying is don't underestimate this team. Because when Italy makes it into international contention, they always get the semis at the very least.
Okay, but it's not gonna happen this year.
Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy for this, but mark my words, because it might happen at some point. Italy's smoking England. Easy cakes.
Oh my god.
Italy's smoking England.
You're not afraid of England whatsoever.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Italy could beat Portugal. Italy could beat Spain.
That's fucked that
Italy could beat Belgium.
That's fucked.
Italy can't beat France.
Oh my god. You literally have...
France is the only team that I'm afraid of in a matchup.
Oh my goodness.
Germany? Germany, we own that team. They only beat us once.
You're not afraid of Germany, you're not afraid of England.
I'm not afraid of England. I'm the least afraid of. Like, England is like I'm 90%.
You're not afraid of Germany, you're not afraid of England, you're not afraid of Portugal.
I think Italy could win all those games.
You're fucked.
You think Italy has no chance? They can't win, no matter what.
I don't think Italy can beat Germany. Not this year. It's Joachim Löw's last year. He's not losing anything that motherfucker.
It's Chiellini's last year.
Chiellini's done. It's been done for so long, bro.
So you're saying Chiellini's not about to lock these mans up in his last year?
He can lock whoever the fuck. But when it comes to offense and Chiellini, it's like, yeah, you're Chiellini, but
listen, don't. I'm just saying, man. Because of what I said earlier, the Italian team's only fans are Italian people.
Facts.
So people always doubt them.
That's it.
People always doubt them because they're not fans. Nobody likes Italy. I don't blame y'all, bro. I don't blame y'all. The Italians are very confident people.
Yeah, y'all know what happened in 2006.
Yeah, we won.
Yeah. But the only reason
we'll get into that. Shut your mouth. We'll get into that. Because a bald motherfucker couldn't hold in his ankles. That's why. Because a bald motherfucker.
A bald great motherfucker.
You know what's funny? Do you know what's funny?
A bald great motherfucker.
For all that Zizou achieved, people know him the most for that headbutt.
No. They know him the most for
his most celeb moment.
For why he did that headbutt.
His most celeb moment is a red card. His most famous moment of his career is a red card.
Oh my lord!
His most famous moment. Am I lying? Is his most famous moment of his career lying?
You're definitely lying because that's the most famous moment that you know. Zidane is.
No. I'm talking about casual fans, people who don't watch football. American people. Why do they know Zidane?
That's their problem.
Why do they know? But.
Okay, because of
why do they know Zidane?
They know Zizou because of their headbutt. Okay.
Okay.
What does that have to do with me?
We'll save that for the Podbate.
What does that have to do with me?
We'll save that for the Podbate. We got a good Podbate for y'all, bro. A good Podbate. We put some thought into that bitch. Hold on, bro. We only talk about Italy. I'm sorry. Okay, we got Belgium, Russia. That was also a 3. Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Oh, this motherfucker said cheers.
You've been sipping. I'm sorry. Listen. Hoo-wee. We also got Belgium, Russia. I mean, did we not know that game was going to end up some way? Yeah, I think it took them a little bit longer to get to 3 goals than I thought.
Belgium didn't look comfortable to me.
They didn't. Do you know what's messed up? Do you know what I went into that game thinking? I thought it was going to be 4-1 Belgium. Is that messed up or is that realistic?
Also realistic. Basically, to me, it's like the same score.
I mean, yeah, it's a 3-goal lead no matter what. But, I thought it was going to be... Russia's also fallen off a lot, too, because I remember... You know what I've noticed this Euro so far? It's only been 2 days, so I don't want to talk that much shit. But, from what I team, the weaker teams that are supposed to be, dark horses or good teams have been getting slapped up. You know what I mean? Russia is one of those teams. Turkey was talking about, the second dark horse after Croatia. We'll see how Croatia performs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But, Turkey, people really, and this is not me being my Italian cocky mans. I'm just saying,
No,
Turkey,
no, it definitely is.
No, it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because Turkey is one of those teams where people were saying they could beat Italy. And if you could beat Italy, if you're that good of a team, the game has. If you're gonna lose to Italy, it's got to be a 1-goal game. It has to be 1-0 or 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's 3-2, that's acceptable, but that's worse. But you can't be losing to Italy 3-0 if you're supposed to beat them. That's all I'm saying. I think they're a little bit overrated. Russia, I think it's one of those teams that were good at a point, and where it's been 2 years now, 3 years because we delayed Euro. Yeah. It's been 3 years since we've seen them, and it's kind of are y'all still the same team? Because I watched that game, Belgium Russia, and I'm gonna be honest, I was working out while I watched it, but while I watched it, it didn't captivate my interest. They didn't have a Den in the lineup.
Yeah.
De Bruyne is injured.
Yeah, but then again, it's so hard to judge teams based on the first games.
It is.
You know
but that game was very other than the goals they scored, it was very boring. Nothing happened other than the goals. You could watch the highlights and you could understand that it's one of the very few times I'll never vouch for people watching highlights over the full game, but that's a game where you could watch the highlights and you didn't need to watch the full game. Mm-hmm. There was nothing really going on other than the goals. I literally remember they were up 2-0 going into halftime, right?
Some shit like that.
And then Lukaku scored his last goal, the third goal at the end of the game.
Yeah.
What does I literally didn't care about the game until Lukaku scored. That's when I got back into it. And Lukaku's third goal was the nicest goal of the game. Yeah. Because the first 2 goals weren't that great.
Trash.
Lukaku shot off the goalie, and Meunier, how did the goalie miss that save? If I'm Russia, I'm fucking cheesed at my netminder, bro. Yes. How do you miss that second save? That second save was bad. Mm-hmm. That was bad.
Yeah. But to me, it's it was a weird game too. That first Lukaku goal. I thought it was an offside. I thought that first Lukaku goal was an offside, but because when we look at the clip, it's like the defender touches it while Lukaku is offside. Therefore, Lukaku grabs the ball after that, and then he's not offside, and then he scores. It's
He's
like,
not offside if it goes off the defender, or should it still be offside?
but to me, it's
Did you do VAR? I missed the early part of the game. I'm gonna be honest. I missed the first 25, 30 minutes.
They looked at it, and it wasn't offside because the ball had touched the defender, and it's like the defender barely had like possession of the ball. It's like it went through his legs and he touched it. Therefore, Lukaku's not offside because the ball had contact with the defender. And it's like,
I mean, regardless, it was 3-0, so
exactly. It's just to me like now the rules are just different. Like,
you know what I don't get? Like, I didn't know like handball could be if your hand is in the right, if your hand is in a natural position, it's okay. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, to me, it's like whatever the referee judges to be okay. It's like
because Turkey got a handball in the box against Italy, and because he was like running, because he was running and the ball touched his hand, it wasn't a handball because like it was a natural motion. Yeah, so.
Anyways, Denmark versus Finland. That was.
Prayers up to Christian Eriksen. We said our star of the week.
Hey man, that was an emotional one, bro. I got scared, man. I got fucking scared. My worst fear is to ever see a professional athlete like lose their life based on like doing what they love. Like that's.
You know what's messed up? The last thing I saw that was like that was the John Tavares hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's another moment. Like it was literally like for those who don't really watch football, like it was like the John Tavares hit, but like worse. Like this guy had a heart attack on the field. What was it? Was that a heart attack?
They like
you saw it. I didn't see it. I didn't watch the Denmark game.
So like for me, he was going and trying to get in position to get a throw in, and then he just collapses and he falls on the floor, and it's like his body's just shaking, and then we're like, what the fuck's happening? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, the game just stops. A minute later, that's when the fucking refs calls the medic and they look after him. Bro, my guy's literally just shaking on the floor. So I'm just thinking, like, did he just have a collision with someone before that and he just dropped now? Or, like, did he have a cramp? Or, like, well, what the fuck is it? You know what I mean? And then at some point, like, his wife or whoever it was comes out the stands or whatever, and then she comes to the goalie and he's talking to her. And then she starts, like, she drops in his arms, just crying. And I'm like, he better not have told her what I think he told her. Like
I know. Like, I think a lot of people thought he passed away.
Yeah, like on the
spot. Cheers to Erickson, bro.
I don't care.
Finisa.
On that spot, like I was like, what? Like, there's no way. Like, no, I can never hear about that.
You know what, man? Also, respects to Lukaku because, like, my man scored his first goals. He said, like, shout out to Erickson. And I honestly respect that, I honestly respect that.
That's his brother. That's his teammate, bro. Like they want chips. They want to chip together. I think. You're crazy. I'm good. They want to lead together, but that's his brother.
Bro, they just won Serie A together, man.
Exactly. So
I respect that guy.
So like, it's one of those where like, nah, man, yo, chill. Like, what's wrong with this guy? Someone talk to this guy.
Look, it's not that much.
It's not about being that much. It's about my capacity of living and my stomach and, like, my life.
Listen, people, we just came out of a global pandemic.
Oh, my goodness. What does that have to do with a pandemic?
Enjoy yourself.
What does that have to do with the pandemic? Please tell me. What does that have to do with the pandemic?
It's my birthday today. Did you guys know that?
It's your what today? It's your what today? I thought we were supposed to lie on this podcast. I thought that's what it was. I thought honesty was key out here. I thought that was unless you're talking to me about the things, but when it comes to sports, we have to state our opinions.
Hey man, listen. Hey, by the way, I feel like what's kind of messed up? They've never experienced both of us being in the same room together.
Yeah.
Like, yo, listen, man.
That's
y'all
my
don't
brother,
even know.
man.
My brother, man. My brother. We really, we love doing this. Like take this in, we're drinking on camera, man. You have to care about what you're doing to really put this out there. But hey, man, we appreciate all our listeners. We really, really do, because we wouldn't do this if it wasn't for y'all, man. We don't care if it's 5, 10, 20, 30, whatever the number. We're gonna be genuine, and that's a promise.
Yes, sir. Always.
All right.
Always.
I feel like we said what we need to say about Euro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into NHL.
Yeah, talk to me about these fucking playoffs. That's some bullshit right there.
And I know we're about to watch these games, bro. These semis about to be crazy. Vegas, Montreal, I really want to see. Okay.
Montreal made it all this.
That's what I was saying. Yo, do you know what I gotta admit? Montreal is like the Phoenix Suns of the NHL.
Oh my god. Stop. You're giving them that much credit? They went from the worst team in the league to the Phoenix Suns in the league? Come on.
I didn't say worst team in the league. I said worst team in the playoffs. But the thing is early on in the season, remember I was saying Montreal was going to be the toughest team?
Yeah.
And they had a rough season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're looking like the team I thought they were going to be at the start.
Oh my god. Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? I thought they were going to be the second best team in the North Division.
Yeah.
Then again, I also thought Calgary was going to be good, and they didn't even make the playoffs. So, like, you know. Yo, I'm really realizing like making predictions on camera is tough, man. Because now I understand Stephen A. and Charles Barkley and all those guys who are making predictions, and then they look like idiots after they predicted it wrong.
You're making a prediction for hockey though. That NHL playoffs bracket changes so fucking much.
NHL playoffs. Listen, never bet your money on the NHL playoffs. It's the dumbest thing you could ever do.
Of course,
it's honestly the dumbest thing you could ever do.
Some bull.
I'm looking at the bracket right now. Wow, that tastes much better. I'm looking at the bracket right now, and literally all out of the 4 teams that made it to semis, only one team I predicted. It's better, eh?
Hey man, it slaps the same way to me. Hey, y'all see me with the shades on. I ain't playing today.
I'm not wearing shades because of that. But listen, yo. So, Islanders beating Boston. Honestly, like the Tampa beating Carolina is pretty believable. 4 in 5 games though is pretty kind of crazy. Like Carolina is nice, and Tampa dealt with them in 5 games, 4-1 series, which is pretty insane. Boston Islanders, I thought it was going to go to 7. It went to 6. I'm a little surprised that Boston not like fighting back, but Tuukka Rask got injured, and it's looking like he might be like career done.
Yeah. Like
done for career, which is pretty insane. I'm looking at this bracket, huh?
It's a rough one.
Honestly, man, like Tampa should win. Tampa should go to the finals because I predicted Tampa Colorado finals, but
Colorado is out.
Well, Colorado's out. That's already done, but we'll get to that in a second. Yeah. But like, I could also see the Islanders beating Tampa because they're just that lockdown type of team. They stop you from playing your game, and the coach, that team is like well coached.
So what's your bold prediction on this podcast, bro? Like, what is it? Because right now we have bold predictions. So
I'm saying Tampa in 6.
So it's either you sound dumb or you sound smart as
fuck. Tampa in 6. Tampa in 6 versus the New York Islanders. Tampa in 6.
Tampa in 6. All right, but we'll see how it goes down. I'm definitely gonna have to catch the game again.
And then the next series, Colorado beats Vegas in 6 games.
No, isn't Vegas beating Colorado?
Sorry, Vegas beat Colorado. My bad. Vegas beat Colorado in 6 games.
Yeah.
See, look, I'm so shocked that Colorado lost, and I'm still saying they won. That's how shocked I am. Like Vegas and Colorado were definitely that was a very early matchup for them. Like that's like team 1 versus team 3 right away. You know what I mean? Like in the second round.
Yeah.
So that was a tough matchup to see. I'm surprised they only went to 6. I thought that would have gone to 7. Shout out to Mark Stone, honestly, most underrated player in the league. Fucking nasty. Shout out to Mark Stone. And then Montreal, I was roasting them saying they were going to get swept by Winnipeg. They said, fuck that, we're sweeping Winnipeg instead. So, man, like, Montreal are in the semis.
Like, that's fucked.
And it's like, I said, no matter who makes it out of the Vegas-Montreal series, they're getting fucked by Vegas. But I doubted Montreal twice, and it's like, fuck, do I doubt them again? Do I doubt Montreal again?
Shout out Montreal, yo, big time. Shout out fucking Montreal. Shout out my man Price, bro.
Honestly, though, do you know what's kind of messed up? I'm a Leafs fan. I don't like Montreal. But I would really enjoy it if a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup.
And Montreal's the only one left.
And Montreal's the only one left. And like, honestly, man, this country, like, deserves a Stanley Cup.
Yo, if Montreal wins the fucking Stanley Cup, I'm going to Montreal as soon as the Stanley Cup is
So
over.
am I.
And I'm turning the
I'm
fuck
definitely
up. I don't
going
give
there.
a fuck.
I'm definitely going. I'm a Leafs fan. I'm showing up there. Bleu blanc rouge. Bleu blanc rouge. I'm showing up there. I'm gonna have red socks,
Hey, yo.
white shorts, and a blue shirt.
Hey, yo, Jersey Park, get my order, man. You fat, man.
I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan at that point. No, but I would actually show up to Montreal, man. That would be insane.
Yeah, for sure.
Insane. I'm
Yeah,
already
for
seeing
sure.
the way they're celebrating getting to the semis, and cops are literally tackling these guys like football, bro. You saw that clip?
I seen that.
Oh my god, bro. That guy's definitely got a concussion, bro. These cops in Montreal don't play. Montreal was out here celebrating. Some guy had a cone on his head, and he dropped the cone and tried to run past some cops, and one cop literally took this guy out like he was in the NFL, like he was on a contract. He said, yo, I'm proving myself to the team today. Took this kid down, bro. Took this kid right the hell out. It was crazy. But, yeah, man, I hope Montreal wins. This series kind of messed up. Like, Vegas should win, but, like, how do I doubt Montreal at this point, bro? How do I doubt Montreal?
I mean, I hope they win now, just because.
I'm gonna say. So what did I say? New York. I said Tampa in 6, right? For the New York series.
Yeah.
I'm saying Vegas in 6.
Oh my god.
For the Canadian series.
Montreal in 7.
Montreal in 7.
Montreal in 7.
I bet.
Montreal in 7.
Bet, brother.
Like,
Yeah.
I want.
Cheers to that.
I want Montreal.
I want Montreal to win. I
Yeah.
want Montreal to win.
Like, now I really want Montreal to fucking win the cup just so I can go out there and turn the fuck up, bro. That's it.
It sounds like a good time. You know what's funny? So what we'll talk about first, out of the 3 main fights of UFC 263, which is what we're getting into
Oh,
now.
shit.
You okay, bro? Allergies are hitting you?
Exactly.
But going into UFC, I'm gonna talk about the second of the 3 fights, if we're going in order, the Moreno Figueiredo fight.
Yeah.
And for this fight, I believed in who I thought wasn't going to win because I appreciated them, which is like Montreal. I appreciate them and I want them to win the cup. And the fighter who won, who I appreciated, who I thought was the weaker fighter, is Brendan Moreno.
You doubted your guy.
My start of the week. Well, I mean, Figueiredo's a beast, and he fucked him up. Like, he was tough.
Yeah, but
Brendan Moreno said, "I'm coming here to win a belt
Yeah, but
for
Moreno.
the country of Mexico.
Moreno's the beast when it comes to the octagon.
For the country of Mexico,
Yeah.
we're winning that belt." So, much respect to Brendan Moreno. That's all I gotta say. That's like that Brendan Moreno fight. He took Figueiredo. He put him in a chokehold. Okay, should we show them what a chokehold looks like?
Come to us.
Let me take your head and just like
Yo, chill. I'm not
put
trying
you in
to
a little
die,
triangle.
man.
Yo, they put that guy. Moreno put Figueiredo in a chokehold, and my Mexican little nerd, Funko Pop, Lego building motherfucker, like literally one of my favorite fucking fighters. And like, is it not crazy how this guy pulls up looking like a nerd, and then he hops into the ring looking like a killer?
Yeah, exactly. Like
It's not like, remember
he's a
when you
different
laughed
beast,
at the
that guy.
nickname Babyface Killer?
He's a different beast, that guy.
When you Babyface Assassin, that was the
Assassin.
nickname. You laughed at that when you first heard it, but like
I'm still laughing at that shit today.
you're still laughing at it, but it makes sense now, don't it?
Yeah.
He's a
I get
baby
it.
face. He looks like he's soft. He looks like he's weak. But then he hops into the octagon, and you're like,
Straight
shit,
killer, yo.
he's a killer. And
Mhm.
tonight he came and said, Figueiredo, rest in peace.
I'm about to beat your ass.
Rest in peace.
I'm about to beat your ass. Yo, I don't know. He made that fight look like he was not stressed
Easy.
about it.
He made it look easy.
Like it's just so dumb to me. Like I was looking at him and I'm like, yo, like how, like yeah, you're getting hit, but it's like I'm moving. Like I have the game plan already.
And you
Like,
know
I'm
what's
set.
so messed up?
Yeah.
Yo, literally, we've had back-to-back new UFC champions from other countries, from foreign countries, who have literally like almost brought me to tears. We had Oliveira beating Chandler for the new belt, and then tonight we had Moreno and Figueiredo. When Moreno won that trophy, and he was like, "Cabron, viva Mexico, viva Mexico," and he was talking all that shit, and he was crying. That shit hit me.
Yeah.
I put that in our IG story, man. That wow. Like Oliveira, we had that video. If you haven't seen the clip when he's holding the belt and he's on top of the fire truck and celebrating in Brazil in the favela. Oh, Victoria Chico. I downloaded that song, bro, because that hit me. That hit me. Like, that really had me. And he was crying in the octagon. And that, Moreno did the same thing tonight.
Yeah.
He held that shit and he said, I can't fucking believe I just won this belt. Yeah. And he was crying and he appreciated it, man. Can you ask for a better champion?
Nope. Nah, you see
those are the type of guys you cheer for because you're like, damn.
Yep.
He really, that guy came from the gutter. And he wasn't just fighting like a mental battle. He fought physically. He put his body on the line to get what he needed
you seen blood, sweat, and tears. Like when motherfuckers say blood,
genuine blood, sweat, and tears. Like real blood, sweat, and tears.
You seen blood, sweat, and tears. Like when athletes say that shit, like within this fight especially, like you seen it. Like you seen it with your own eyes, bro. So like, all credit to that guy, bro. He did his thing.
Hey man. Cheers to Brandon Moreno.
For sure.
First Mexican champion. Cheers to Charles Oliveira, too, man.
Yup.
All right. We also had...
Damn, son.
Hey, man. This is the Lixima podcast right here, right now. So, let's get back to the first fight of the 3. So, we talked about the second one. So, we're going 2-1-3, okay? So, let's talk about the first fight. Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz.
Yo, big shout out Nate Diaz, even though you didn't win, fam.
Spoiler. Alright, man. This fight, I'm gonna be honest. I knew Nate Diaz was gonna win the fight. I'm sorry. I knew Leon Edwards was gonna win the fight. Sorry. I knew Nate Diaz was Leon Edwards was gonna win the fight. I keep saying who I wanted to win, but I knew Leon Edwards was gonna win the fight because, hey, man, we got ranked 3 versus unranked. And this is Usman's division, by the way.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, yeah. So Leon Edwards is probably going to fight Usman next.
Oh.
Is Usman might... Yo, Usman might be my favorite fighter in the game, too.
I'm so sorry.
You know what's messed up? My favorite champions, I have three fighters who I love who are all champions. Usman, Adesanya, and Moreno, bro. And, like, hey, man, I was just talking all that shit about Italy, but... We'll get into the last one. First, let's finish off this Edwards-Nate Diaz. In the 5th round, Nate Diaz had Leon Edwards rocked. Like, rock-a-bye, baby. Leon Edwards was like, oh, shit. He pulled the Russell Westbrook rock-a-baby on him. Like, Leon Edwards was literally shaky. And this... dumbass.
Nate Diaz.
I don't even want to call him a dumbass because he's a gangster and he will literally find me and kill me. And bury me in an unknown location. But Nate Diaz literally had this guy rocked, and what did he do? Pointed at him and didn't do shit! You had him rocked. What are you doing?
Yeah, big time.
What are you doing?
What the fuck are you dealing with, boy?
Dude, Nate Diaz, you could have won that fight. You were losing that fight. You knew you were losing that fight in the first 4 rounds. You were losing that fight. Why? Please tell me why would you ever point at him while he's rocked and stand in front of him doing this shit where you could toss a fucking punch? What are you dealing with? You could toss a fucking punch, man. What are you doing, dude? Like, listen. I like Leon Edwards. Do I like him more than Nate Diaz? No. I wanted Nate Diaz to win. But this guy, like, I knew Leon... Everybody who I predicted to win tonight won. I predicted Leon Edwards, I predicted Moreno, and I predicted Adesanya. Everyone who I thought was going to win this UFC 263 won. I think Moreno was the pick that was, like, people would have doubted. But the other two, I think everybody agreed on. Edwards and Adesanya.
Fam, I wanted Nate Diaz to win. I can't lie to you, bro.
But would you have picked Nate Diaz? Well, I mean, you knew a little bit less, but you saw Edwards fight and you never saw Nate Diaz fight.
Yeah, exactly.
And Edwards fight with Bilal Muhammad, like, he poked him in the eye, but he still fucked that guy up.
Yeah,
bro.
but then again, now that you tell me that that's Usman's freaking, like, weight class, I would never want to see Nate Diaz versus Kamaru Usman, bro. I would never want to witness that. Like, I'd cry for Nate Diaz. He would fuck him up.
You think Usman would fuck up Nate Diaz?
Fuck him up.
Yeah, he would. Honestly, man, like, it's kind of messed up. But you know how everybody was talking about GSP versus Khabib? I think the next fight that's going to be like that is Khabib versus Usman.
Habib versus Usman.
I think Habib versus Usman is the
Khabib,
biggest
we're
fight.
we're talking about Khabib.
Khabib.
But is Khabib coming back?
I mean, if it's Usman, I think he might. That might be because people said GSP's not coming back, and I think he thought about coming back for Khabib. So, but Habib versus Usman would be a huge event. That would be insane.
That's a pay-per-view right there.
That's a pay-per-view. Hey man, we got the pay-per-view tonight, man. This card we knew was gonna be worth it. I showed KB the Moreno Figueiredo first fight. Yo, this second fight, Moreno said, "I'm not making that close," and that's crazy because Figgy actually dominated him more in the first fight, in my opinion.
Once again, let me say this real quick. Like I've always said some bullshit about like people that pay for like UFC pay-per-views and shit. But after today's card, I understand. If
you get a good card, it's worth it.
Yeah. Like realize, like I fucking understand. Like to me, it's like why the fuck am I paying for people like fighting? Like why am I?
But if it lasts more than like 2 rounds and it's a great fight, you're like shit. Was there a bad fight tonight?
Nah, bro.
Not really. Yo, there was even that prelim fight. I'm forgetting who the fighters were, but it was a Scottish dude versus some other guy. I forgot his name.
That prelim fight was on TSN though. I seen that.
But no, it wasn't a prelim. It was the first fight of the main card, and he broke his arm, bro. This guy's arm was broken. But I'm forgetting his name.
No, I can't remember.
Craig. Something Craig.
Craig Hale or some shit.
No. His last name was Craig. Versus some other dude.
Nah, I have no
but anyways, and there was another fight before that, Bilal Muhammad versus Damian Maia.
Some shit like that.
But we really care about the 3 main fights. So finally, let's get to the final fight. Izzy versus Marvin Vettori. Listen, man, I gotta give Marvin Vettori some credit. He didn't come out to just get his ass whooped. That was probably Izzy's best fight. I mean, okay, no, I'm lying. But I'm saying Izzy's most entertaining fight back and forth since Gastelum. Because when he fought, what's his name? Romero. When he fought Romero, that was a horrible fight. It was boring. Like, they barely touched each other. It was boring as hell. It was one of the worst fights I've ever seen.
I feel like this one was boring too, bro.
UFC. I mean, it was back and forth, though. This is what I'm saying. Listen, his most entertaining fight out of the last 2 is definitely the Costa fight. His fight versus Costa, which was, you didn't see it, but it was a great fight. He fucked him up and then he dry humped him at the end. It was like, damn. But this fight, out of those 3 fights, and then we'll put in Jan and Izzy too, because Izzy got dominated. So we got Izzy Romero, Izzy and Jan, and then Izzy Romero, Izzy Costa, Izzy Jan, and Izzy Vettori. Out of those 4 fights, the Vettori fight was the most back and forth. Okay, but it's like, Izzy won that fight, but when a fight's usually back and forth and you can argue the case for someone else, the champion usually always gets it. That's why Figueiredo got the belt, got to keep the belt, even though I thought Moreno won in their first fight. But tonight, Moreno said, I'm going to make it obvious, like I'll be undoubtable in this victory. And he got his belt.
He knew what he had to do.
This was a great UFC card, honestly. Like, it was honestly a good card.
Yeah,
it was a good card.
Facts.
It's like yeah, fights are back and forth. Fights maybe are not entertaining as you want them to be. I think the Moreno Figueiredo fight was the best fight, personally. That was the fight I enjoyed the most. Which one did you enjoy the most?
I want to say Nate Diaz because I have never seen him fight before.
Do you have an appreciation for him? Do you like Nate Diaz?
I like Nate Diaz as in like personality. Like, how I feel about fighting.
But isn't it kind of messed up how, like, fighters you cheer based on personality instead of skill? Like, what sport do you do that in?
That's true, but then again, like, thank God for, like, the embedded and shit like that. Like, that's when you get to see
and honestly, if you want to get into UFC, you gotta watch UFC Embedded. It helps so much.
Yeah.
Like,
based on personality, like, I like Nate Diaz a lot better than I like Leon Edwards. Like, to me, Leon Edwards is just, like, dickhead. You know what I mean? Like,
a lot of people don't like Leon Edwards, but I appreciate Leon Edwards' struggle in terms of, until that Bilal Muhammad fight, he didn't fight for like 2 or 3 years. They didn't give him any fights, so that's kind of tough when that's your like profession and you're not getting any fights.
Oh, okay, so I understand why he's kind of a dickhead, So I understand.
Yo, sorry people, the camera died. We just put a fresh battery in there. We're not used to the in-person podcast, so So we were just on the last fight, Izzy versus Marvin Vittorio. Shout out to Izzy, man, retaining his championship. I love Izzy. I think he's gonna go down as one of the greatest fighters of all time. Excuse me. The only fight loss he has in the UFC is to Jan Blachowicz, who was a weight class above him. So
no stain there.
In his division, he's never lost. So you know what I mean. He's doing his thing, and he already called out Robert Whittaker, who deserved to fight for the title before Vittori. But Vittori was just ready to go earlier, and Izzy's like, I'm trying to go as often as possible. So it was a good fight. It went to decision. I think Izzy went in thinking that he was going to knock out Vittori, and he didn't, and that's why he gave him a bunch of respect, even though Vittori thought he still won. But hey, it is what it is. But we're going to hop into the Podbate now. So our Podbate for this week, crazy Podbate. We were thinking about this today. The best international soccer team from the last 2 decades. So when we say last 2 decades, we're talking 2000 to 2020. Okay? So we're going to go based on Euro and World. We should also consider Copa America in here, which...
I didn't even look at that like that. I mean...
Yeah, it's okay. Because I don't blame you, because Euro's worth more. So, like, it's kind of tough for those Copa America teams, but we know we got Brazil, Spain... Actually, no. Spain plays in Euro. Sorry, Brazil, Argentina.
Yeah, but Argentina's never won in Copa America.
But they never won a Euro, World either. So it's whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it's whatever. So if we're going from 2000, right? Damn, we don't have semis here.
I don't think we really need semis, but we can look at it right now.
Okay, that's true.
Like, let's go fucking 2000. Like, how did 2000?
Oh damn, Italy was in the 2000 Euros.
Yeah, Italy was always there, but it's just about them losing it finals. That's why I'm not that mad at them in 2006. Like, you made my hate sound you made so much like more than it is.
But they deserve to be there in 2006. Those were the two best teams.
They deserve to be there in 2006, but I'm not mad at them for winning. I'm mad at them for winning the way they did.
You're mad at Materazzi. You're not mad at Italy.
Okay, exactly.
That's everybody. Even Italians are mad at Materazzi.
Okay, but that's my point exactly. That's why they're a trophy to me. Like, it doesn't.
But see, what I don't get though is if I'm a French fan, I'm also mad at Zizou because I'm like Zizou. Why didn't you control yourself?
Why would I be mad at Zizou? At the end of the day, it's like
this is what happens between an Italian and French when we always go back to this.
Okay,
but let's get to the facts and the facts only.
That's what the.
So what is that? 2000.
2000. The semis were France, Portugal, and Italy, Netherlands.
France, Portugal, Italy, Netherlands.
In 2000, Netherlands was not like.
I mean, I don't think Portugal is one of the best teams no matter what. I don't think Netherlands is the best team no matter what.
In 2000, I can see Portugal being a thing.
Okay, so we got France and Italy in the finals. Okay, so we'll give Italy and France the finals. France won in 2000 Euro. 2000 Euro.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the 2002 World Cup. Brazil versus Germany.
Turkey being third and South Korea being fourth.
Okay, those don't matter either.
Okay.
South Korea, wow, that's crazy. So, Brazil champion, Germany second. Okay?
Okay.
2006, we know who won that.
Suck my...
We know who the fuck won that.
You skipped Euro 2004.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I want to get to the best part.
Oh, the best part, he calls it.
Euro 2004, Greece versus Portugal. Greece won that, no?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, okay. Portugal deserves a little bit more credit.
Exactly. So we've heard Portugal and all that. Because they had Luis Figo, man. Shout out my man.
Figo was nice.
Shout out my man, Luis Figo.
Figo was nice.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, okay, so it's right now it's looking like, okay, I'm going to give it, like, France won, Italy won, Germany won, Brazil won.
Italy hasn't won a thing yet.
I'm saying right now. Then we have Italy, France. So right now, it's kind of crazy. Between this Euro World, Italy and France are looking like the two best teams.
Okay.
Right? Then we got Euro 2008, Germany versus Spain. So Italy and France have been mentioned twice. Germany has been mentioned twice. Spain has been mentioned once. Portugal has been mentioned once, but they made it to semis in 2000. Okay. And then we have Spain versus Netherlands.
What is that? Spain versus Netherlands, what? World Cup 2010?
World Cup 2010.
Yeah.
Then Euro 2012. I remember this very well because Spain destroyed us. Spain versus Italy.
That was embarrassing.
Right? So we got Spain mentioned 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
We got Italy mentioned 3 times. We got France mentioned twice. We got Germany mentioned twice. Okay, so right now Italy and Spain are in the lead. Then we got Germany, Argentina. Oh, I remember Germany, Argentina. That hurt because I was thinking about Messi. Messi had a tough year that year. Oh, damn.
Yeah, but Mario Götze scored that one. And shout out Germany.
So Germany, we got Germany in here. We're looking at finals specifically, okay? So we got Germany in here 3 times.
Yeah.
We got Italy in here 3 times. We got Spain in here 3 times. Good thing to know is Spain won Euro 2008, they won World Cup 2010, and they won Euro 2012. Okay?
Yeah.
So they won. They were champions all those years.
Yeah, so that's...
Italy beat France in 2006, but then they lost to Spain in 2012, and they also lost to France. Right? They lost to France in 2000.
Yeah.
At the Euros. Okay? So France is mentioned right now twice.
Yeah.
But then we get to Euro 2016. France is mentioned for a 3rd time. Spain is mentioned 3 times. Italy is mentioned 3 times. And Portugal is mentioned twice. Twice in finals in the last 2 decades. And then finally we have France, Croatia. So what this in 2018 when France won the World Cup. So we got France mentioned 4 times, Italy mentioned 3 times, Spain mentioned 3 times, Portugal mentioned 3 times. That's a little shocker for me. Yeah. Portugal mentioned 3 times. Brazil mentioned only once. So the people who thought Brazil because you were thinking Brazil, people who thought Brazil dominated in the 2000s, nah, they were more like the 90s and the 80s. They were the earlier years of the international, bro.
Yeah.
So, but you know what's kind of messed up? So, if we're going by this, who won the nationals and who made it to the finals?
Mm-hmm.
France is number 1. Italy and Spain are tied for number 2. Germany, how many times Germany mentioned? Germany 3 times. Spain, Italy, and Germany are tied for number 2, sorry. And then Portugal is tied for number 3. So is it kind of messed up? If you think about it, have those not been the 4 best teams in the world for the last 20 years? If not more?
I mean, yeah.
Spain, Italy, France, and Germany.
If we're going based on that, then yeah, and that makes sense. But it's like...
but is it kind of messed up? If like, I feel like if we can go further back, I feel like those are always the teams that produce performers.
I mean, those are also the teams like.
Those are teams that are never out of the top 10.
Yeah, those are.
Those will never be out of the top 10.
Those are countries like main sports, bro. Like they don't stop out there. They don't stop breeding like superstars out there. They'll never stop because that's just what they do. Like from generations to generations, yo. That's the sport they play.
So I will give this number 1. I didn't think France would be first. My pick was going to be Germany in this Podbate. Spain in this Podbate.
That's so funny that we said that's France's first, and we're not even counting that 1998 trophy. That's so dumb.
Exactly, and they won in 98 too.
That's so dumb.
But that's before 2000, so it doesn't fill into this debate. But, yeah, man, like, it's kind of messed up. Like, France number 1, I didn't expect. Spain, Italy, and Portugal. No, Spain, Italy, and Germany tied for second. Makes sense because those were the teams I was thinking of as best. Mainly Spain, and I was going to pick Italy second. But I guess they're all tied for second. If we're going by this, like, if you made it to the finals. Now, who won? France won 1, and they won 2, right? Mm-hmm. France won 2. Italy won 1. Spain won 3. And Portugal won 1 out of those 4. So that's why, in my opinion, Spain is the best. But France made it there 4 times. And if we add 1998 in, they won 3 and they made it there 5 times if we're going a little bit past 2 decades. So that's pretty crazy too. But I want to say in the last 20 years, in terms of finals appearance, France first. But I'm picking Spain as my best team in the last 20 years because they went back to back to back to back. They went back to back 3 times in a row. So that's pretty insane in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was impressive what they did. Like 2008, 2010, 2012. Like that was a good stretch. Like I'll give them that. But
it was right in the middle of this double decade era too. So
yeah, which once again, I'm not like, it doesn't shock me. It doesn't shock me from Spain just because, like, having guys like Iniesta and Xavi that like, especially within that stretch, like Iniesta and Xavi from 2008 to 2012, like.
Do you know what's, and don't forget Ramos and shit, but do you know what's, and they have
Torres,
Torres and Casillas.
Oh my god.
And Torres, though. They had Torres too.
Yeah.
That team was nasty.
Yeah.
Piqué.
Like within that stretch from 2008 to
BK.
2012,
You forgot
like,
BK.
yeah, exactly. Like that team was like, yeah,
They were gross. They were gross.
And so like
But one my prediction for this Euro. Do you know what's my Euro final prediction? Depending on how these brackets turn out. Italy, France.
I don't know, man. I have to look at the bracket.
You know what's scary? I actually think that might be it. If they're in different brackets, it might be Italy, France.
Well, y'all are gonna get embarrassed the same way y'all got embarrassed with Spain. I'm just saying.
I'll take a final with this team. I'll take a final appearance, no problem. With this team, I'll easily take a finals appearance. I'll take it any day of the week, But what's your final? What's your final for like best team of the last 2 decades? I'm picking Spain.
But I gotta roll with my guys, especially if they're that high up in the standings. Like, come on.
France?
Yeah,
you're picking France?
Most definitely.
I feel like it's got to be either France. Honestly, if you pick any other team than France, Spain, Germany, or Italy, you're wrong. You know what I mean? I feel like Portugal, like even though they're tied for third, I feel like they're first of all they didn't win 2 of them, and their third win was kind of like they had an easy route to the finals, in my opinion. I hate it. Honestly, that 2016 Euro. I watched 2006, I watched 2008, I watched 2010. I watched 2012, I watched 2014, I watched 2016, and now I'm watching, I watched 2018 as well, and now I'm watching 2021, or 2020 technically. Out of all those World Cups and Euro Cups I've watched, the fucking 2016 one was the worst. The 2014 one was pretty close, but the 2014 World Cup was pretty close, because like Argentina, but like it was messy, you know, so it's a little bit more, I know Portugal's Ronaldo, but like, Portugal had such an easy bracket because I swear France, Spain, Germany, and Italy were all on the same side. Yeah. And we just said that those are the 4 best teams in the history of the last 20 years.
Yeah, but then again, Portugal never really had like they never really
was Brazil on our side too? Was Brazil and Italy, France, all those sides?
I don't know about World
Cup. I think Portugal only had to get through like Argentina and Brazil maybe.
No, like, bro, that's the Euro. Brazil.
Oh, sorry. So neither of them. So yeah, they had nobody. All the good European teams were on the other side.
Exactly.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, like Portugal never really had a stacked team. They had like great like one player talent type shit.
They did.
They're like Figo, Ronaldo, like those are great freaking talents. What the fuck are you looking for?
I'm looking for. Oh, never mind. We're good.
Yeah, but yeah, like they had really great like one man talent. So. Portugal did their thing, but no, I have to roll with France within the last 2 decades.
All right, bro. So your pick for the best team of the last 2 decades is France. My pick for the best team of the last 2 decades is Spain. Now we are gonna get into overrated, underrated. So, Gaby, I'm gonna take you right into this. Brandon Moreno.
Under-fucking-rated. Fuck out of here.
Underrated?
Underrated, man.
Underrated? Cheers to that.
Under-fucking-rated, bro.
Why so?
I don't know. Well, first, like I've never heard any hype about this guy the way I've heard hype about the other fighters.
Do you think he deserves hype as a champion? Like, should he be a popular champion?
No, I want him to stay underrated so he stays more hungry.
Think so?
I don't want.
But he's from Mexico, bro. He's from the gutter. He's always gonna be hungry.
Yeah.
He'll never be a McGregor. You gotta be making McGregor money to be unhumble.
But that's the thing though. Like he might be making that type of money just because he's from Mexico and shit.
Yeah, but he's in flyweight. It's a tough division.
I mean, like with his skill, like I would not be surprised if he was able to make it up.
It's his personality though. More than his skill. His personality is very, very marketable. Very marketable.
Exactly.
He's a nerd. He's a nice guy. Like that's easy.
Exactly.
Easily market. Who in the hell would hate on fucking Moreno other than Brazilian people? Because Figueiredo's Brazilian. That's it.
Exactly. So like I want him to stay underrated. I want him to stay where he's at right now. Like he's a humble kid. You know what I mean? Like.
So you think he's underrated at this very moment though?
I still think he's underrated even after that belt.
Alright.
Yeah.
The last 2 fights have definitely built his name though.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, bro. Next, DeAndre Ayton.
Underrated also. What the fuck? That's not underrated.
How so?
I mean, like when you name great centers in the league, you're naming the Jokic, you're naming Joel, but DeAndre Ayton does not even come top 3 or top 5.
Would you take DeAndre Ayton over Steven Adams?
At the moment, yes. He catches.
Would you take DeAndre Ayton over Cat?
At the moment, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, people. DeAndre Ayton, under fucking rated.
At the moment, definitely. Cat to me was never anything. Like even like.
Would you take DeAndre Ayton over Vucevic?
The only thing I like about Vucevic more than I like about DeAndre Ayton is that he stretches the floor more. He can shoot the 3 ball. But if DeAndre Ayton adds
So is Vucevic like third best center in the league in your opinion?
Fuck, that's a hard one.
Because you've seen he's over Cat, and I feel like Cat people rate him top 5. It's tough.
Cat is not even that nice, bro.
Yeah, but it's because other players who are centers, but they're not playing center, they're playing power forward, like Giannis and Andre. They're not compared. And sorry, Giannis and Anthony Davis are not compared with those guys.
Yeah, I feel that.
They're not centers anymore. They're power forwards, but they should play center in terms of their size.
I think DeAndre Ayton over Cat. I think DeAndre Ayton over Vucevic. The only reason why I like
you take DeAndre Ayton over Vuce?
Yeah, the only reason I like Vuce, but
underrated.
No, as in skill, like yeah,
like, fucking rated.
Like DeAndre Ayton is better than Vuce, but the only reason why I like Vuce better than DeAndre Ayton is because he stretches the floor more. Like I feel like as a big, like if you can stretch the floor, you can do a lot of damage to a basketball team. That's just how I feel.
Okay, so DeAndre Ayton underrated.
Yeah, most definitely.
Underrated or overrated? Lorenzo Insigne.
This guy's gonna make me give the same answer today. Like that's what it is, man. I mean, I don't know much of Insigne like that, as in like club wise. And he had an amazing performance in the first game of the tournament. So let's put that out there. So first game of the tournament, yeah, he had one good goal set up by his teammates.
By the way, Italy MVP is Spinazzola. I was scared of him, but he performed very well that game.
Like that goal was literally strictly set up by his teammates, and he only had one thing to do. And if he hadn't scored that, I would have fucking ripped. Imagine, like, if he hadn't scored that specific goal.
Nicest goal of the tournament so far.
Oh my god, it's day 2.
It's game 4, actually.
It's day 2, though.
Day 2. So how many games have passed 5? 6.
No, one game was on a Friday, and 3 games were on a Saturday.
So 4.
That's not 4 games. So first game of the tournament.
Best goal. Enzo. So is he underrated or overrated?
I'm gonna say underrated. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know much of this guy, bro.
I'll take it.
He scored whatever the fuck he scored, man.
Okay, last one. Is DeMarcus Cousins underrated or overrated right now at this very moment? I'm not talking about career. I'm talking about right now. Is he underrated or overrated?
I'm gonna say underrated.
You think he could do some damage?
You just have to give him the right minutes with the right squad. DeMarcus Cousins, with his issue right now is like the only issue that the difference between DeMarcus Cousins now and DeMarcus Cousins from before is the speed, the athleticism that's missing. That's all it is.
But he still has all the skills.
Yeah, bro. You put this guy in the post. A lot of people will have trouble with this guy. And he can still shoot the 3-ball. He can still handle the ball. He's just not as quick as he was before, which is understandable. He's gone through injuries. Like I can live with that.
I love me some Boogie, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's just like now we have to give him the right minutes. But once again, it's like which team at the moment would want to bet on DeMarcus Cousins with all the injuries he's gone through? So it's like
he's on the bench for the Clippers, no?
And he's gone.
You think he's gonna help them to get a chip or not at all?
I mean, he's got PT like last game, and he did pretty good. So like,
he could honestly. I thought that Raptors year, if he did help the Golden State Warriors last longer than they could have.
Facts, but I
think they would have lost in less if he didn't help them. Remember that one game? He was their best player on the court.
Yeah, but
between Raptors and Golden State. What was that? Game 5?
I don't remember.
One of the earlier games. Game 5 between Game 4 and 6. Like my memory is not great, but I remember between one of those crucial games where they had to keep the series alive. DeMarcus Cousins was nice for them.
But thank God he got out of there because he doesn't fit that play style either. Like Golden State, if you're Golden State big, you have to be able to jump and be athletic and shit. Like,
Zaza. Anyways,
even worse.
So he's underrated right now.
Yeah.
Watch out for him.
What?
Watch out for him.
No, they won't. No team's gonna bet on him. Sadly,
unfortunately.
As sad as it is.
But anyways, people. Hey, brother. That's the end of the episode. We hope y'all appreciated it. We'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy. The Lace 'em Up Podcast. Thank you very much.
Boom.